So as we move into 2026, so what is the major objective for the new year for Parafoil and Ben and his team for the year? So you must have like an overarching big idea for 2026. What would that be?
I mean, right now I'm somebody who feels just so excited and passionate about the product we've built with Powerful that I just want to tell the world about it. And I think that's how every entrepreneur feels. And so most of the
You're
beginning of
welcome back
next
to the
year is,
channel anytime you want to tell more
oh,
stories.
thank you so much. Yeah, I would love to come back. So I'm just completely enthused by what I think is possible. And so my first few weeks, months of 2026 can be focused on that. Then the next thing to do is, how do we continue to really tune Parafoil, fine tune the output that you get so that it just feels like it really sees you? And I think that's the thing that it does a little bit of at the moment, but we're going to continue to refine over the course of the next year. And then, we're going to focus on making it available on Windows, which we haven't done yet. It's not a
Yeah,
Windows
yeah.
available product yet, and make it available to Outlook users. It's not an Outlook users product yet. So we will figure all those things out as the year flies by. But I'm excited about next year. I think it's going to be a really interesting time for people who are working in leadership, and I think there's an opportunity to really try and leap into 2026 and try and do the best we can with it.
Absolutely. Now, for our listeners, do you consider Parafoil a single use case, a vertical specific, or a horizontal service across industries? I mean,
Yeah, I think Powerful is cross industries, so it's about leadership, and whether you lead in a tech company or you lead in an industrial company or you lead,
shouldn't
whatever your
matter.
business, leadership doesn't matter. Leadership is a discipline that all of us can continue to refine and improve. So industrially, it works across everything. It's very focused on leadership. You mentioned earlier there might be other uses for this kind of technology. I think that's absolutely true. And I think all of us will get used to finding a way to get feedback and reflection from AI in the future. But we're very focused on leadership. We want to build the best. In fact, we're a leadership development company first and an AI company second. And so what we really care about is improving the lives of leaders and their teams everywhere.
Absolutely. And as AI improves, I'm assuming you have a plan for that, right? So AI is still on the development path where every day we're improving, and as
Mm.
supercomputers get better, we will get a little bit more advanced, and the results will be a little bit more accurate. We get a little bit more intuitive in our output from an AI perspective. Where do you see, 3, 4, 5 years down the road as AI matures, continue to mature? So,
Yeah. Today, most people are using AI as a content tool to give them reflection, understand what's going on. A lot of us are using the chat-based tools. Powerful is not one of those chat-based tools. It's a leadership development tool. But
yep.
but tomorrow, I think we're going to start to see, the next feature we're rolling out on Powerful is some recommendations for what to do next after each meeting. So maybe follow up because that was a little bit of a stressful meeting. Maybe you took on an action to go and do something, to go and find out something about somebody's performance and go and run a 360 review for them. So it actually it prompts you to go and take those actions because you said you would. I think as we move into next year, Parafoil, and I think a lot of products are going to start to actually say, hey, listen, do you want me to book that follow up for you? And all you'd have to do is say yes. And then over time, I wonder whether you'll start to trust Parafoil to be able to take on some of the grunt work around your leadership for you. So it's always about augmenting you as an individual. But, this idea of agentic workflows, I guess, is what everybody's talking about now. And what does that mean for us? It's like, can you do more with less? I think, everyone's under pressure to do more with less. How can we do that in a way that still feels humane, still feels thoughtful, still feels like you're building, you're building a leadership discipline that's really about people and not just about sticking a load of bots in the loop and hoping they do everything for you.